Hello and welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Alright, today I'm going to talk about natural gas, or more specifically UNG, and that is it basically tracks the price of natural gas at the Henry Hub in Louisiana. Like the title of the channel, I look at channels, and this is monthly log scale of UNG, and you can see that the price has just been diving, and we're starting to base out here, and our point of control is now right here at the bottom. So this usually indicates to me when you have this massive shift of volume to the bottom right here that people are buying. So, I know it looks like it's going down, but you can see this, like the volume here at this price level and the volume here going up. It bodes well that this is getting ready to make a move. One of the things I like to look at is our distance from our moving averages. And so if I look at this distance here, before we had this price spike from 37 to 125, we had this distance from the 100 period or month moving average. I bring this down here. Bingo, we got the same situation. So let's see how much did we go up. Well, maybe about that much. So that could be potentially, that would put us at 45 the same way. That's not what I'm shooting for. Right here, you can see this volume. And you can, right here and right here. So this would be the first target to try to reach. Maybe not first, but a realistic target to try to reach. So I'm going to go to weekly. And these red things here are gaps. So I've got gaps showing, and gaps tend to fill eventually, but sometimes it can take a lot of time. All right, so here we go. We see our moving averages are starting to converge. Our volume on this week just went crazy. So this is the highest volume I think we've ever had in a week, which bodes well. People are loading up here. I put my money where my mouth is and put money in here. I know this is called the Widowmaker, but it's, you buy low, sell high, pretty simple stuff. Our volumes are all maxed out down here, like by price, by the week. And then you see like this zone right here. That's a real goal to shoot for UNG. Let's look at fib retracement. So if I retrace from here, the bottom here to the top here, fib retracement there to there, we're right at, I'll move this so you can see, the 168 is right here. So let me put that back. Boom. So we are literally right on that thing. So all of this and this volume, this fib retracement, this is where you want to get in, I believe. It could go lower. It's gone a little lower. but I think this is a good spot. Again, not investment advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. So let's look at a fib extension. And this is going to be a big one. So from down here to up here to down here. Let me get rid of this channel. It's too much. Okay. So we see that our zone we're looking for is bracketed by the 0.5 and the 0.68. But what lets me know that like this Fibonacci is really working well is you see you put a line in here to help visualize this. So let's go on to 786. So you can see how this Fibonacci, it's just touching these areas here. So that works out real well. We go up to the 1. We've got these real sticky spots here where price is really playing with that level. We go up to the next one we got here, the 272, and you see it's really looking beautiful. And then finally the 1.68 puts us right there. So I think long-term goal, but short-term we're probably going to get down, come up into here and bounce off, and then eventually try to make that run. If I go into the daily, and I'm going to put one of my channels back in. So this is this green channel. I'm going to kill these gaps for a second. So it's a lot. Okay. So we can see this green channel. We're like hitting. That's a good line. Let me get this fib out of here. There we go. So we're really touching this line, top of the channel here. I extend it down to the bottom. The midpoint seems to be respected. I'm going to see what happens if I move this up. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. I mean, the way that hits right there, that is interesting, but let's put it back. Okay. So our target is up here, and we're at the bottom of this channel, on the weekly. But again, or the daily, sorry, our volume is enormous right in here. And so again, I think I purchased Thursday or Wednesday. But I mean, this is just a good spot. You don't have to, you're not trying to be perfect. Let's use a shorter fib extension. So from here to here to here, down here, up here, down here. The goal we're looking at is this level up here, which is the 1. Bring the line back in. 1 fib is right there for our goal. I move this down. It's the top here. It's the bottom there. That's the real support level. I mean, that could be a good place to get out and wait for a pullback. You see this one here, the 618. It's hitting these tops. So this, I really like to trust a fib when it just lines up these zones so really nicely. Look at those top, bottom. So think all things are go here. Put my gaps back in. And you can see we have a lot of gaps to fill to get back up here. So I always, and no gaps at the bottom. So I always like that. You can see like coming down here, these gaps have been filled, and now we've created new gaps, and they should fill. I mean, there's a lot of gaps in the long term to fill, but these are going to take time. You don't want to, so you can sit patiently. I'm more of a swing trader where I like to get in and get out, call it good. Now let's look at this on some different indicators. So I have the parabolic SAR, which has this red arrow and blue arrow saying buy and sell, and it's negative on the monthly. And then I've got the super trend, which are the red and the green, so the buy and the sell. All negatives, but if you look at the RSI on the monthly, it's trending up. You look at the squeeze momentum, it's trending up as well. On real long term, yeah, that's trending up. And then if you look at our MACD, it's been trending up on the monthly. If we go back to the weekly, so again, everything's sell, parabolic SAR, super trend. This is, slowly heading up. Hopefully we're hitting a trough and moving. Super trend or the squeeze momentum. It's just slightly red right now, but kind of toeing the line here around just below zero. And then we can see our MACD is just slowly, ever so slowly moving up. So I think this looks positive. If I go to the 1 year, oopsie, here we go. Everything's still negative here. Sell. Our MACD is, RSI is just middling. A slight uptrend. Again, hopefully we got a slight uptrend if this trough goes up here on the RSI. And in the MACD, slight uptrend. So I think this is a sweet spot to get in. I would expect natural gas to go up next week. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit the thumbs up. And this is my second video. And I'll be posting more content. Thank you. Bye.